Hey, what's up? Today is March 28th, you said? 28th. March 28th, right? Today's March 28th. I gotta do this really quick. I don't have my mic, it's in the car right now. We just made this little makeshift table. My neighbor's mowing and it's really loud, so that's why I'm speeding through this. This little makeshift table, I'm gonna be doing some DIY potting soil. Here we go. Just set up this little makeshift table here. What I'm gonna be doing here today right now is making some DIY potting soil for my banana trees that I potted up. And then there's a couple other things I gotta get potted up. This particular mix I'm doing right now is going to be for my banana trees. First, I'm gonna be using just some basic compost cow manure. I'm gonna cut that bag open, put it in there. I'm gonna be adding some peat moss. I wasn't able to find any cocoa coir, so that's why I'm going with peat moss right now. Then I'm going to add some vermiculite and some perlite. Just cut this bag open, I'm gonna dump it out. So it's dumped out now. It's really heavy, which is why I'm about to add quite a few amendments to it to make it much lighter and loose. Now I'm gonna be adding vermiculite and perlite. I'm going to be using this as my little measuring joint right there. I'm also going to be adding this 100% organic compost. You might be wondering why it's in a little baggie like this. Well, one Facebook of my groups, actually, Black Farmers, I believe, one of the members shared that Lowe's has these busted bags of soil yard work, and anytime they're busted open, they go on the dollar sales rack wrapped up in these bags. This is, I mean, almost a completely full, untouched bag, and it already comes back. Definitely a way to add soil for super inexpensive, $1 for this whole thing. I'm adding this to this mixture as well because bananas like a lot of organic material. So I haven't added the peat yet. I'm gonna add this. I'll add a little, which will allow me to add even less peat because I'm adding this. So, and for $1 for this giant bag of 100% organic, I mean, come on. But I forgot to show. So far, this is where we're at. Just that bag of cheap cow manure compost, perlite, vermiculite. I added one little bucket of peat, but it was blowing way too crazy out here in the wind, like dust. So I had Eli come over and empty it into a container, start filling it with water to hydrate it because it is not easy to hydrate. It's hydrophobic. Like once it loses moisture, it's really hard to get hydrated back up again. So that's what he's doing right now. Gracias. All right, so I'm going back to this. Now I'm going to add that organic compost. Okay, so far, I just added 2 more buckets of perlite. So far I'm at 4 perlite, 2 vermiculite, 2 parts vermiculite, and by part I'm just using this. It's a 2.6 quart container. I added, this is what this looks like. It kind of just looks like mulch. But this is really good organic material. I wouldn't add this to seed starting mix because it's so big, and it's, you know, it's mulch. So, but because these are for bananas, and I'm told bananas absolutely love organic material, I'm adding it. We still have to add the peat moss. You okay over there, camera guy? Looking a little tipsy on that end. The peat moss is hydrating right now. So that'll be the last thing I add, and then we will get the bananas potted up. I forgot what I was going to say. I've been trying to do quick clips in between my neighbor mowing their lawn because their mower is super loud, and I don't have the best mic system yet. That'll be the next thing, since we've actually stuck to it for more than 14 straight days. We're over the 2-week mark now, so I might actually invest in a better like wireless mic or something at this point. But here, take a shot of this because this is beautiful. And we are going to hydrate it before we pot up with rainwater, as suggested by my camera guy Elias. That's a very good suggestion. I mean, I could play in this all day. This is like a sensory table right here. But if I take my gloves off, it'll get under my nails. But yeah, so this, that original bag of cow manure that I put in, you get in on this, you'll see like there's a lot of these big chunks in there, which isn't, you know, I mean, it's it's a cheap bag of medium for what I need, so I don't mind going in here and breaking up these bits.
In the cold.
Still trying to hydrate the peat. I prefer cocoa core, but look at my arm. You see that? It's because I went and took my gloves off. Look at my nails. Look at my, oh no, there we go. I got dirt all up under them. Not as bad as I thought though, but anyway. I went ahead and took my gloves off because anybody got time to fool around with this. I had to get it all mixed in properly. But yeah, no, what I prefer cocoa core because it's renewable. It's way more eco-friendly. But I had a heck of a time finding the vermiculite and the perlite. I could find it in like really small bags, a couple here, a couple there, but I'm used to getting the giant bags of it, you know, like the 4 cubic feet bags, like the massive ones. And normally Home Depot carries them and they're out, and Lowe's doesn't have them. And all the local nurseries that I was trying, there was only one, Decatur Garden Center, that had them yesterday. And I was like, this is before I checked everywhere else. I went to go try to find it at Home Depot. Home Depot did not have it. Lowe's did not have it. They short supply. I guess COVID's really screwing up the supply chain still with everything. But anyway, I went back first thing this morning to Decatur Garden Center as soon as I got up, and they only had 1 bag of vermiculite left because somebody just before me had bought 3 bags. So I'm very grateful to that person for at least leaving me 1. But sorry, I thought over here getting easily sidetracked. Anyway, I'm very grateful to that person for leaving me 1 because I very badly needed it. But I'm gonna have to keep my eye open for those, because as soon as I see another, you know, big bag of vermiculite or perlite in stock, I'm gonna have to grab those because I am starting more cuttings, more of my fig cuttings, and anything that you want to start, you know, cuttings like that, anything you want to get a really good root development, those are the go-tos to use. What are you doing? Hold on, let's see if we can get that. What is he doing? Are you wasting the peat?
No.
Can't really see you that great over here. Oh, I put all my plants over here. I had to give them a windbreak because where I had them, they were getting beat the hell out of. Anyway, yeah. I have my mix over there mixed up, and I'm just letting it kind of saturate all the way to the bottom. I mixed it up really good. I'm just kind of giving it a minute, giving it a little bit of time to let the soil absorb. Okay, nope, thought I could do it without the glasses. Giving the soil a little bit of time to saturate. A good, thorough, deep saturation. So that way I could pot it up and get my bananas out of their little plastic bags and into the containers. I'm not in the business of killing plants this year. I have no more excuses. Baby's 3.5, she's about to be 4. I'm not breastfeeding anymore. I'm not, you know, just a lot of the other excuses that I used to tell myself to make myself feel better when I'd kill plants. I'm not doing that this year. No slacking on my end. That's my goal, and with this channel, making sure we create something every day for the purpose of documenting our journey. Austin came over earlier, and he's gonna probably, tomorrow is Monday, so tomorrow's date day, Monday and Tuesday, date night, date day. Michael and I we get away once. We try to get away at least once a month. We go stay somewhere overnight. The older kids are off Monday and Tuesday, so that's why we pick Monday or Tuesday, because they hold down the fort. And so Wednesday, oh my goodness, Wednesday Austin should be coming by to scrape up the 40x40 and finish our driveway, extend it out to the fence line, our driveway, and scrape up pretty much all of the grass that I was just gonna let stay grass, because we have the 50x50 bed pretty much complete. We just have to kind of go do final touches and spot treating. But yeah, so that's where we're at right now with that. So I'm very excited about that. He's going to come over Wednesday and get everything scraped up. And then immediately the kids and I are going to start rolling the craft paper, stacking the boxes. So between now and Wednesday, well, tomorrow, I'm not going to be here tomorrow night, but tonight and Tuesday night, we'll go do our rounds at the nursery dumpsters and whatnot, and we'll be collecting as many boxes as we can get our hands on. So that way we can, at the very least, it's going to be mulched with the paper. I'm picking up another roll of paper when we head out tomorrow over to the Dallas side of town. It's a 4-foot roll by 600 feet, so it'll cover, the 2 paper rolls I have now will cover a garden space that I want to cover at least twice with some extra. And then this other one will just add, so we have, what I have now will cover it at least twice. We might have a little bit of extra. I'm not 100% sure. It just really depends on how we overlap. And then this third roll I'm getting is so I can make sure we have enough. I might call them actually in the morning and see if I can't not add one more roll since we're going to be over there. Because that way it ensures that the bare ground that we're starting over on is going to be covered. We're going to have a better chance of smothering out that runner grass. And we just used boxes the first 4 years? The first 4 or 5 years we only used boxes, right? And just with the boxes, that worked extremely well. We would have to spot treat and still pull up grass, but after that long, the boxes completely broke down, and we weren't top dressing with mulch the way we should have. So the grass just took over. But anyway, so that's where we're at right now. I'm getting ready to go pot up these banana plants. Okay, so I have my plants that I received yesterday from greenhousebusiness.com. One of them is inside because the wind really beat it up yesterday. Even in the little protected area we had it. So that one's on the mend. I'll bring that one out last to pot up. I do have 2 figs here, as well as 2 mulberries and 1 passion fruit vine. I'm going to do the bananas first because this is the mixture for the bananas. I'm going to add something different when I get to the figs. I might actually do the passion. Dude.
I'm just getting all the camera angles.
Bananas potted up first because that's what this particular soil as is was made for. Okay? And I got my little tags here. I don't know if I already said that. I already pre-wrote them. These are just the temporary tags. I do have metal ones that I will permanently identify with. But for right now, I just wrote it down because those are permanent, these are temporary, and I need to be a little bit more, I need a little loop. I need to figure out exactly how I'm going to affix them to the plants. This is what I'm doing right now. So this is the plant yesterday that was damaged from the wind. As you can see, this leaf is, I don't know if it's done though. I'm gonna give it a chance to see if it won't not repair itself. Last night I had it inside. Wait, hold on. Basju. I got my tag, looked at the name, got my tag, putting it in my pot, facing the pot, shoving it down the side because the sun out here will decimate that. Taking the little fertilizer things off top they included. Okay, so this is the last little guy, and why I'm about to do this step that I'm about to do. First let me get these roots a little a little undone because a lot of these were really root bound, super tight, wrapped around. And I want them to know they got new living quarters. And they're free to spread out and enjoy their life. Hey, my hair is not food. Buzz away. Okay, so this one being a little janky on the leaf because of the wind. This one was really badly root bound. That took a minute. So you can't zoom in if you're not here.
Did you zoom in on the editor?
No, I don't get the sophisticated editing. I do it on my phone. Just get over there real quick. I'm almost done. Okay, so this one was really badly root bound.
Down. Yeah.
This one was really badly root bound. So it took a minute to get it all loosened up. And I still don't even have it all the way loose. I don't like having the roots go in circles like that, but I also don't want to do any more damage. Anyway, I'm not that bold. Anyway, what I was saying is, because the leaf is like this gave me an idea, and I probably should have did it as I was potting it, those other ones. I'm using these bamboo sticks, 4-foot ones I just cut, and I'm going to use this and strategically pot it to give it a little bit of support from the wind. And I'll loosely tie it. The plan is, I don't know how well this is going to work. The plan is to loosely support it, the stalk, the stem, with the bamboo, because the winds out here that we have, they're vicious. So that is the theory behind that. Take this with a grain of salt, because I have not successfully grown banana plants on purpose. I used to grow them outside around my mom's pool many years ago. That's really the only experience I have with them. But I think this leaf is donezo. That is unfortunate, but I'm gonna keep this stake in here because I want to be able to provide support for the plant if need be, because the winds, like I said, out here are pretty crazy. The instructions were to put these little fertilizer pellets, or these little sticks that are all in here with it. Now this medium is probably more damp, moist than it should have been for these guys, because in the instructions it does say to keep them watering. They love water, but to keep the watering initially to a minimum, only 1 cup as the soil is dry, because that will encourage root growth. So this soil is super hydrated. It's not dripping, but it holds its shape fairly well. So I don't know if that's going to be too much moisture for them, but we'll see. This has got to be better than the little bags they were in. I am not trying to kill any bananas this go round. So that's it for potting up these bananas, potting up these banana plants. I'm gonna get to the rest of these plants. I got mulberries, 2 mulberries, 2 figs, and a passion flower vine, but I think I'm going to be amending this a little bit for the rest of them. So thank you so much for following along. Today again is March 28th,
It is.
2021, and
It's 5:14 p.m.
5:14 p.m. Michael just got home, as you saw in that time lapse back there. So here's where we're at with these bananas today.
Gardening with the Land Rover. Because you have it right next to you.
Here's where we are with these bananas today. So I'm it's going to be exciting, interesting. At least for me, it's going to be interesting to watch the progression, to see how I do this year. I did put them, I was contemplating between this pot and this pot, but I wanted to give them a lot of room for their roots and to kind of give them a home for this season until I figure out, one of them is going to be going in the ground, I think, one or two of them. But the rest of them, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to keep in pots. I haven't decided yet. That all also depends on our situation with our greenhouse, what we'll be able to provide for the plants that need a little bit of extra protection and whatnot when the weather when the weather gets cold. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish cutting the rest of these bamboo sticks. I got some already broke because my kids use them as swords, and then others I'm gonna have to cut. I'm gonna go ahead and stake up a couple of these other plants and the bamboo ones I just planted, and then I'm gonna get to amending this after I eat and doing that. So anyway, thank you so much for following along with us today in planting, uppotting our greenhousebusiness.com banana trees. Come back and see us, learn as we grow with us, and please, if you are a banana expert and you see something that I'm doing that I need to improve on, because Lord knows I'm sure I need the help, please do not hesitate to share your wisdom and knowledge with me down in the comments below. This is how I'm doing it, based off of what I was told and my logic of how it should be done. So please don't be afraid to share with me what you know, if there's anything that I should know, being not a novice to growing bananas in Zone 8A, North Texas. Thank you so much. Like, subscribe, comment below, bell notification us, and let us know you're here. Come back and see us next time.